Hello and welcome to Pro Wrestling Inside and Out. Tonight, on this particular video, I said tonight because we're actually videotaping this at night. But for you who are going to be watching this, you're actually watching it at any time of the night. You could be daytime, morning, anyway. But
well, if you would have said it was night, you would be 50% right, would you not?
Well, that's true.
Okay.
So maybe I shouldn't even said anything. Maybe I should just went on let it play through. Well, anyway, we're going to talk about 1973, November 1973. Jack Brisco, Billy Graham, the Sheik. I believe that's Dory Funk Jr. on that. Is that Dory Funk Jr.? I'm not for sure. Bruno Sammartino's on there. Pedro Morales. We're going to look at this.
Looks like Stan Stasiak there.
Does kind of look like Stasiak.
Maybe inside we'll be able to see who these people are. All right, here we go. Hey, even in 1973, you could slim down there. So they had the slim guard back then.
Send me that ad. I'm going to check them out.
Oh, well, all right. Hey, we could have went to university. We could have went to the university back then. Oh, let's see here. I'm trying to find some pictures. Oh, here we go. Here's the
isokinetics.
We're not doing isokinetics. We're not doing any of that. We're going to do the top. Looks like the top official ratings of the Worldwide Wrestling Federation. Number 1 was Pedro Morales, and number 2 Chief Jay Strongbow. 3 Blackjack Lanza. 4 Stan Hansen. 5 Haystacks Calhoun. 6 looks like George Steele. 7 Freddie Blassie. 8 was Tony Gurria. 9 Victor Rivera, and number 10 Mike McCord. National Wrestling Alliance, Jack Brisco, Dory Funk Jr., Gene Kanitsky, which could have been the front of who was on the front page there. Luthez, Terry Funk, The Sheik, Bruno Sammartino. Wow. Harley Race, Pat Patterson, Ron Floor, number 10, American Wrestling Association. Vern Gagne, Billy Graham, Billy Robinson, Wahoo McDaniel, Crusher, Ivan Koloff, Bruiser, George Ports, I believe is what it says. And now it's going to Horbay. Is that what it says?
Hort Hoffman.
Okay, and then Larry Henning at the last. The tag teams Haystacks Calhoun and Tony Gurria.
Anderson, isn't it?
Say again.
Was that Larry? Larry is that Larry? The Axe Henning, but ain't that
Larry Henning? Not sure. It's kind of on my end. It's kind of blurry. So with tag teams were Haystacks Calhoun, Tony Gurria, Bobo Brazil, the Stomper. Wow. Nick Bockwinkel, Ray Stevens, Crusher, Walter McDaniels, the Fabulous Kangaroos, the Samoans, Goliath, Black Gorman, Moose Murkowski, it looks like, Morovsky maybe, Ricky Romero, Professor Tanaka, and Mr. Fuji, and the New Infernos at number 10. And, of course, the women, Fabulous Moolah, Vivian Vachon, Vicky Williams, Sue Green, Lily Thomas, Peggy Patterson, Maria Laverne, Kay Noble, Sandy Parker, and Ann Casey. I only knew about one of those, maybe 2, Vivian Vachon. And, of course, the other ones.
Yeah, I just went past.
Yeah, I knew Ann. She just passed away.
Pedro Morales must have been the WWF champion at this time in 1973. Pedro.
I thought he was great.
Oh yeah, he was so good, so smooth,
smooth. And he's even stepping off the page in that.
Boy, he is. Before its time, right there. There we see Dory Funk Jr. must have been the NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
No, Jack Briscoe's the champion, right? Dory just got beat.
Oh, okay. That's so. But is that not the belt?
Yes, that's the belt. That was his belt. And I think Jack had the first with the globe on it.
Yeah, he was the first globe.
And actually, at first, it had a red leather on it.
Yeah.
Charles was saying the AWA number 10 was Larry Hymeny, which is Lars Anderson's real name.
Was it Lars Anderson? I thought it was.
Yeah.
All right, here's the shortest career. I won't read this story, but see the guy right there. I think he actually came in the ring from the crowd. Yeah, he was in the first or second, third row. And he had the shortest wrestling career in history. I think it was a minute and 22 seconds. As we see, he's going outside the ring pretty. And I don't see no hand grabbing, no rope. So I'm pretty sure he hit pretty hard. Poor old guy.
Now, let me get the idea. So whoever was wrestling said, I can pick anybody out of the audience and we can beat you. Is that what the deal
By
was?
the way, the guy's name was Jay Graham.
Okay. Well,
I don't know really what happened here. I never really read the story.
Well, it looks like he might have been in the battle royal.
Well, now if you look, he's signing his life away right here.
Yep.
Now he says it says that Jay looks confident. Oh, Jay Graham, one of the lost Graham boys. He was the lost cousin of Eddie Graham and superstar Billy Graham and all those. Jay looks confident, standing alongside Battle Royal tag team partner. He was in a Battle Royal. Buck Robley was right there. And it said Jay gets dumped on the ring apron as soon as the match begins. He didn't return. That's what it says.
I have a great story. We're going to have to do a whole episode on sometime about putting a fan in a battle royal.
Oh yeah, we'll have to. That we need to because that's evidently what they did here. Paul
Mata.
See that name?
Raul Mata. Raul Mata. Not Paul.
What he was a champion of. He was a champion. Well, it doesn't say what kind of champion he was. Don't know that I ever saw him. Y'all ever see him wrestle?
I never saw him wrestle, but I've heard the name.
Oh, here's Rocky Johnson. Rocky Soul Man Johnson. Man, he was in shape.
Yep.
And I believe, is that the medics or is that the interns? Medics or the interns?
Could be either or.
The pitcher, the interns. That's who they are. The interns. Yes. I think they were part of that battle royal when the lost Graham cousin threw out of the ring. Oh, Blackjack Lanza. Blackjack Lanza, right there. He's a wrestler on the hot seat. Blackjack Lanza or Lanza, according to who was doing the commentary. And there he is, looking crazy. Who is he wrestling against? It says it's Crusher, but I'm now see that, folks. You think I actually went through and looked at these magazines prior to doing these shows, but no, I don't. I'm just now looking at them with you, and I believe that is. I thought that was it is some kind of hat on him, but here he is wrestling against the Crusher. Or the Bruiser. Is that the Crusher or the Bruiser?
That's the Crusher there.
That's the Crusher, right? And there we see Captain Luis Albano. Jack did not give him good glowing reviews when it came to wrestling.
I have no regrets. Unlike every fan that ever bought a ticket who was very regretful.
The fabulous Kangaroos with Crybaby George Cannon. And I don't know. Now, below right over here, that's not. Let me see if I can open that up. They're not with that. Ain't George Cannon, is it? Or did they? Oh, they.
Oh, Brent froze up. Whoops. He's froze up. Oh, here he comes back.
There you go.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
Who's the manager down on the bottom part of that?
Not sure.
It looks like Sir Clements is what they're saying.
Yes, I see in the story there, Sir Clements. I thought that's who that was, but I don't remember him managing them. Well, I guess when they were in they were a great tag team, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Tremendous tag team. One of the and when they say the world famous Kangaroos, that's what they mean. All right, here we go. Ron Fuller. Terry Funk. I believe this is in Florida. I believe this was during their time in Florida. tremendous. They had some great matches together. If you've got they are on YouTube. There's no doubt. Hey, I'm going to. Can y'all talk amongst yourselves about Ron Fuller and Terry Funk for a minute, because I'm going to have to go in and come back out because something is wrong. I'm not for sure what it is. I'll be right back with you folks in just a minute.
Okay, he's gone now. We can make fun of him. Yeah, we can make fun of him. He's already back before we even had a chance. Okay, there we go.
Well, something was going wrong during this whole time. Y'all were just, you were stuck in a position, and so it was kind of weird looking at you like that.
We were fine. Your wife chimed in and was talking bad about you those few seconds you were gone.
Yes.
Well, that's probably true. Here they are right here, Ron Fuller and Terry Funk. Is that Mac refereeing that match?
That kind of looks like Mac.
I believe it could be. I know he was in Florida,
Yep.
And he went to Knoxville with Ron Fuller when he went to buy the territory. Here we go. We got Luthez. Can Luthez win the title a seventh time? I don't think he does. I don't believe he ever becomes
six times world champion.
He does become the like a WWA or something champion. You remember he was champion when he was running against Nick Goulas? What was that champion? He was a world champion then. All right. Who are these people? It says Gorgeous George. Is that Gorgeous George on the ground over here?
It says Gorgeous George and Ricky Gibson.
Oh, that is Ricky Gibson. All right. Here they are right here. Boy, Ricky Gibson was good. Now, is this Gorgeous George Jr.?
It has to be.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Now, he was by the way.
The original died, I think, 61, 62.
I don't know when they. I don't. Here's a great tag team. Look at this tag team here. Wahoo McDaniel and the Crusher.
Yeah,
they win the AWA tag team titles. We think.
I got a feeling there was a screwy finish involved.
It must have been. Oh man. Them belts were kind of I think they have the North American title kind of looked.
Yeah.
Everybody had the same belts. They all said, "Hey, did you pay for that?" Oh, let me get that one done there. Jack Brisco, yes, the champion. Jack Brisco, the champion. NWA World Champion. Now there he's got the belt. So I guess they gave it to him the night he won it, right?
Yes. Yes, they did.
And I think that is that Buddy Colt?
Yep.
Who's the other guy?
Tolos.
Tolos, Ernie Ladd, Terry Funk, and the Sheik. But I do believe they gave him that belt the night that Dory Funk Jr. was going, oh, I wasn't good enough to have a new championship. You had to give it to.
I would say that they let Dory keep the belt.
My understanding is that is what happened.
All right, here we go. Jack Brisco and Harley Race, Terry Funk and Jack Brisco. Those matches, had to be tremendous. Tremendous matches with these guys. There we see Jack and Jerry Brisco. I miss the days where the people can ask to come up and get the autograph at ringside.
Yep.
I always loved that. But there we see Dory Funk Jr. And Jack Brisco in a move that we don't ever see in professional wrestling anymore.
The abdominal stretch. Or if you're from Alabama, it's called the domino stretch. Because nobody knew what an abdomen was.
That's true.
I ain't lying.
There we got Haystacks Calhoun or Haystack Calhoun. It was according to who was booking them. But we.
Well, I can assure you that it's Stacks.
It is Stacks.
I believe it. Yes, it
Yeah,
cannot be one stack because there's a lot of stacks in that haystack.
What they on this one? What did they have? Let's see how they did it on this one. No, there was an S on the end in that one.
Always S on it. If it's got only one S, somebody does not know.
But Tony
Haystack.
Gurria had a head of hair, didn't he? I mean, look at that. That was bigger than he was. Look at that hair on that boy. Great wrestler, by the way. I heard his attitude was horrible, though. I don't know. I never met him, so I can't say that he had a bad attitude or not. There we go. We see Ernie Ladd. Not Ernie Ladd. Where am I at? I was looking at the front. It's Ernie Ladd. Andre the Giant over there with how do you say this guy's name? We always get it wrong.
Edward Carpentier.
Now he was the one that actually helped bring Andre over here, correct?
I believe so.
I think he's the one that brought him over here and made him and then eventually Vince McMahon. Hey, you remember the old pen pals when we could find us a pen pal on Jack, do you have a pen pal?
No.
Rodney, do you have a pen pal?
Nope.
Hey, 10 free cigars. You could get 10 free cigars.
Send that magazine.
10 free cigars. You could have got them right here. I don't know what you had to do to get them, but you could get 10. And so let's go on through here. Those pictures you can't even see. Chief J. Strongbow. Now I have to give, people went nuts when old Chief J. Strongbow made his little dance there. So who is this on the other side over here? Who is that on there? Johnny Valentine. This would probably be right before the plane accident, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It happened in 1974, I guess, 1975. Our father loved Johnny Valentine. Now let's look at this crybaby George Cannon over there choking this poor guy with this broke leg. You can't trust that man. Fuji. Look how they spelled Fuji back then. Didn't they replace that? Wasn't it?
Put a J in there.
Yeah.
It was Fuji.
I thought maybe they thought that didn't sound good. Here's Ron Fuller, Terry Funk, still wrestling there in 1973. Here's more of Gorgeous George Jr., even though they didn't call him Gorgeous George Jr., and Ricky Gibson. Where would that have been? Where would you think that was at? Where were they wrestling at the time? That they were together in 1973. Would it have been Tennessee?
I would think Tennessee.
Because I don't know that it actually says where they wrestled, where they were at. I don't see any thing that says. We could tell if with the referees maybe. Here's Bobby Shane. Bobby Shane in this in that top picture up there. Bobby Shane, we would lose him in a airplane accident. It would happen, I think, the same year that Ric Flair goes down in a. And here it shows Lou Thez. I read a story on Lou Thez, and it said that he really wanted to retire, but he had a divorce, and his wife took almost everything he had, so he had to go back to wrestling because he wanted to retire. But after his wife gave him the 3 count, he had to go back to.
If I remember correctly, he was married 3 times.
Yeah, I think that last one. I think she got the gold mine. He got the shaft. I think that may be where they got it. And here is it says Killer Kowalski and Chief J. Strongbow. Whoa! I go past that real fast. I almost had nudity in this thing in 1973. Man, look at Jack and Jerry Briscoe at this bottom of this. Look at these two young. It's 2 young guys back in the day, and Pedro Morales down there. Jack, you could have looked like this guy.
I actually ordered that program, and I'm telling you now, it did not work. That is, and as a matter of fact, Dave Draper is the name of that bodybuilder.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
on this, yeah, that's what it does. That's what it says.
There you go.
Dave.
I know my bodybuilding history.
There you go. Well, he said you could gain 3 inches on your arms in no time if you followed his step and you. Well, it says it was free. All you had to send is 25 cents to handle the. Well,
that therefore is why my dad allowed me to order it.
Well, do you know this guy? Do you know this guy? Right there?
I can't even really see him well enough.
It says his name is Jack Barclay.
I don't remember him.
Well, now they say he is Mr. Europe. He's Junior Mr. Europe. Shows the kind of results you can get. If you could not get the results from this guy, here's another guy that you could work out with. Things, a lot of workout things going on in there. 1973, professional wrestling. This is tremendous magazine, and we want to thank Daniel Lang for giving these to us. He actually gave them to Jack. I just not got them to Jack yet, but thank you so much for these. We certainly do appreciate it. We've had a good time going here. Never trust Nat. I promise you will. Yes, this is true. You got that right. The Memphis Gorgeous. Well, did I just hit the Memphis Gorgeous George grew a beard and became a truck driver? Yes, he did. He did. It didn't even look like the guy. I saw him one time, and he said, "Hey, I'm gorgeous. I wrestled this Gorgeous George." And I went, "What?" He didn't even look like him. He didn't even.
I saw pictures where he made Scott Till's reunion there a few times.
And you're like,
I never would have known him.
I just think he said it was him. I don't know. I'm not for sure. I think he just said he wrestled George Short. Rick Brooks saw the Kangaroos against the Hells Angels in the late 60s. I didn't really get to ever see them wrestle, but I heard about them. I mean, our father talked about them all the time. Said they were a great tag team. I would love to see some of their stuff, but I have looked for it on YouTube and not seen a lot of stuff. Now I see later stuff, but not the stuff for in that time frame. I heard Sting had a bad attitude. Whoa, my goodness gracious!
Only when he was awake.
Yeah, Sting did have a bad attitude. He looks like he still does. I don't know. I never. I wish he would have drew as much money as he thought he did. That would be the thing to do. They say Valentine had a sixth sense of humor. Yes, I think he did. I never met him. So if you don't break my heart about this.
No, it don't break my heart about this.
I got you. Yeah, what do you not like that?
Yeah, I love Lou Thez. He was good to me.
Let's see. That we've already discussed that. Jack, I enjoyed an amazing tonight. I highly recommend. I don't even know what that is. What is that?
CAO Brasilia Churchill tonight. It's a cigar.
Okay.
I have had those. They are good.
Charles Bellflower said drove Luke Graham to center stage one night when Mike Graham was working for World Championship Wrestling. Mike walked by and said, "Hey, Uncle Luke." Well, that was the one good time that Mike Graham was in a good mood, evidently.
Yep.
Every other time, I never saw the man smile. I hope you enjoyed the magazines that we have been showing. We've got a couple of more, but we'll probably do them in maybe a month or so when we do some more magazines and programs. We've got some other stuff coming up. We certainly do appreciate everyone being a part of Pro Wrestling Inside and Out. If you'd like to become an Insider Nation and be a part of our Insider Nations where we talk to the people on here, it's very easy to do. Just go to the top of our Facebook page, and it says become a supporter, $2.99 a month. And we certainly do appreciate those people. Boxing says, thank you so much. I love these magazine shows. Yeah, we love looking through them. And as you see, I have not looked through any of these before. And now some of the stuff, like when we looked through this one, I kind of knew when I looked at it what was going on because, you know, this is 1984.
Well, he was commenting on what good condition they're in. And that was because of Daniel Lang. He kept took good care of them.
Mine don't look as good as Daniel. Daniel took care of them because he put them in. Daniel actually took them, and I put them back in there. He actually put them in these things. They were in something that kept them good. You know what? I can't believe that I didn't do that. Yeah, we knew that. Yeah, we knew. Brian, we knew that. I guess we knew that.
I knew.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did know that. But no, he did take care of those. He did take care of them. Now, when I get through with them, Jack may get them in bad shape, but they were in great shape before they came.
Yeah, they're in pristine condition.
Yes, they are. He took care of them. I don't know why we didn't put ours and stuff like that, but I guess we just
never thought of it. Never thought of it in a million years to do that.
But we certainly do appreciate it. It was. I just didn't want y'all to think I was some creepy Rodney Starter. But we certainly did. We do appreciate it. We appreciate y'all supporting our channel. You know, we hope we could do more for the supporters, but you know, hey, sometimes we just run out of time and what we're doing on a weekly basis. But we certainly do appreciate it. Jack, anything that you want to tell the insiders or say something about any magazine that we've seen?
Dan Lang, when I get the magazines, I'm actually going to read them.
Yeah, you know what? I'd say there's some good stories in there. I've not read them. So I don't know.
Stories being the key word.
Thank y'all so much. We want to thank the insiders. Thank you, Rodney. Thank you, Jack, and thank you for supporting our channel. And watch the video down below. We're going to put the other program, the other magazines that we did, and you'll be able to watch them down below in the playlist. Rodney, anything you like?
We've got it all. As always, thank you very much. Remember to hit the notification bell, or not. There you go. And remember to share and subscribe if you haven't. And thank you very much for joining us as always.
All right. Thank y'all so much. And we'll see you on the next video right here on Pro Wrestling Inside Now.